Welcome back, garden lovers. You're watching the Rustic Planters, your go-to channel for dreamy outdoor spaces and inspiring home garden design ideas. Today, we're diving into the art of creating a sophisticated cottage garden that blends rustic charm with refined elegance, a lavish front yard makeover you'll adore. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you never miss our latest garden transformations. Give this video a thumbs up if you love cottage gardens, and drop a comment to tell us which design idea you're planning to try. From vintage trellises to color-layered blooms, we're serving up 21 lush ideas that will transform your front yard into a countryside paradise with a touch of opulence. Ready to cultivate something beautiful? Let's get started. Start by creating visual depth with layered planting. Think low-growing flowers at the front, medium perennials in the middle, and tall shrubs or climbing vines at the back. This adds a structured, curated look while still embracing that cottage-style abundance. Choose a variety of textures and bloom shapes, like delicate cosmos, dense hydrangeas, and feathery astilbes. This not only creates visual interest, but keeps the garden dynamic throughout the seasons. Don't forget to leave space between the layers for easy maintenance and natural airflow. A thoughtful layout helps your garden stay healthy and look intentionally lush rather than overgrown. Nothing says sophisticated garden entrance quite like a beautifully aged arbor or wrought iron trellis draped in fragrant climbing roses or clematis. It's the perfect way to create a storybook welcome. Painted wood in a soft white or sage green adds charm, while black iron gives a touch of elegance and contrast. Choose what complements your home's architecture for a seamless look. Over time, let nature take over. The more your climbing plants mature, the more magical the entrance becomes. Think of it as a living sculpture that evolves with each passing season. Straight paths are formal, curved ones are romantic. Use gently winding stone or gravel walkways to lead the eye and encourage exploration through your garden. Flagstone, cobblestone, or reclaimed brick creates that coveted rustic charm while still feeling elegant. Let moss or creeping thyme grow between stones for extra whimsy. Place solar lights along the edges or flank the path with lavender and ornamental grasses for an irresistible cottage-style touch. It's all about inviting movement and curiosity. While cottage gardens are known for their wild beauty, a refined look comes from intentional color schemes. Think harmonious palettes, blush pinks, creams, and lavenders, or a bold jewel tone collection. Stick to 2 to 3 main colors per bed, and mix flower shapes and foliage textures to keep things interesting. This balance of structure and spontaneity elevates the traditional cottage aesthetic. Use repetition to tie the look together. Plant clusters of the same species in different areas to create cohesion throughout your front yard. Boxwoods are timeless, but in a cottage garden, they don't have to be perfectly pruned. Use them to edge your garden beds or pathways, then let them soften naturally for a less rigid look. Interplant them with trailing flowers like alyssum or sweet peas to break the formality with bursts of color and fragrance. It's refined yet delightfully unexpected. You can also play with shapes, round, square, or even cloud prune styles for a whimsical take on the classic hedge. Add sophistication with rustic containers, terracotta urns, old watering cans, or reclaimed wooden crates brimming with herbs or seasonal flowers. Group planters of varying heights near your entryway or porch steps to create a layered, inviting feel. Bonus, containers let you play with color without a full garden overhaul. Look for vintage finds at flea markets or thrift shops. Patina and age give each container a story, just like your garden. A small bench or wrought iron cafe set nestled among the flowers invites you to pause and take it all in. Choose a spot with partial shade and a view of your garden's best blooms. Add cushions in floral or linen fabrics, and hang a lantern or string lights nearby to create that dreamy evening ambience. Surround your seating area with fragrant plants like roses, lavender, or gardenias for a sensory experience you'll never want to leave. Scent is one of the most luxurious elements of any garden. Incorporate fragrant plants that bloom across different seasons so your front yard is always enchanted. Spring favorites include lilacs and hyacinths, while summer offers lavender, jasmine, and roses. In fall, consider planting Korean spice viburnum or sweet autumn clematis. Plant them near doorways or seating areas to enjoy the aroma up close. It's the invisible detail that makes a garden unforgettable. Instead of tall, stark fences, opt for short picket fences or stone walls with a weathered finish. These boundaries add charm without closing off your space. Whitewashed wood, rusted iron gates, or moss-covered rock walls enhance that rustic cottage blend while keeping your front yard open and friendly. Let climbing plants soften these structures further, wrapping them in greenery and blooms for a fairy tale vibe. A small fountain, bird bath, or even a vintage sink repurposed as a basin brings serenity and elegance to your garden. Water invites birds, reflects light, and adds soothing sound. Look for classic or antique-inspired designs to keep the refined tone. Add water-loving plants nearby like irises or ferns to complete the scene. If space allows, tuck the water feature into a quiet nook so it feels like a secret discovery in your lush landscape. Vertical growth adds drama and elegance. Use climbing roses, wisteria, honeysuckle, or clematis on your walls, fences, and pergolas for a full and lush effect. Train them with care, and don't be afraid to mix multiple species for a layered, painterly look. The movement and blooms create a living mural. Let vines spill naturally across arbors and entryways. The slight messiness adds romance while keeping things visually soft and welcoming. Gravel patios are classic for European cottage gardens. Use crushed granite or pea gravel to create a level seating area or gathering space out front. Frame it with potted citrus trees, espaliered plants, or rose-filled containers for a French-inspired twist. Add a wrought iron table, a few lanterns, and you're ready to enjoy your garden over morning coffee or evening wine. Incorporate warm, ambient lighting to extend the beauty of your garden into the evening hours. Solar stake lights, string lights, and lanterns work wonders. Position them along pathways, around seating areas, and within plant beds to highlight textures and shadows after sunset. Choose warm white bulbs over cool tones to keep the vibe cozy, calm, and romantic, just like your garden. Plant a few small sections of wildflowers to create a natural rhythm and attract pollinators. These areas can look untamed, but still sophisticated when well framed. Use edging plants or low hedges to define the wildflower space, so it looks intentional rather than neglected. Coreopsis, black-eyed Susans, daisies, and foxglove are excellent choices for a pop of color and rustic charm. Keep your garden feeling fresh with rotating seasonal planters. Spring bulbs, summer annuals, fall gourds, and winter evergreens keep the space alive all year. Place these containers near doorways or entry paths to keep the garden visually interesting even when larger beds are out of bloom. This trick is simple yet elevates your garden with just a few seasonal changes. Incorporate charming accents like antique mirrors, garden statues, vintage signs, or weathered birdhouses. They add character and make your garden feel truly yours. Use them sparingly. A well-placed item draws attention without creating clutter. Let them peek out among the flowers for a whimsical surprise. Choose accessories in natural tones or muted pastels to stay in line with the refined rustic theme. Herbs can be just as beautiful as flowers. Mix rosemary, sage, and thyme with your blooms for added texture and scent. They're low maintenance, useful, and often repel pests. Plus, you get the bonus of harvesting them for your kitchen. Tuck them along pathways or borders where their subtle fragrances will greet you as you pass. Use natural elements like driftwood, stone stacks, or bundled twigs to add rustic, personal touches throughout your space. These organic textures help the garden blend into its surroundings and add layers of earthy interest. Even a small log with moss or a found feather can become a story-worthy part of your garden design. Let your front porch or stoop be an extension of your garden. Hang baskets, drape vines, or place layered planters along railings and steps. Match the garden's color scheme in your porch decor. Even your door paint or doormat can tie into the floral palette. This seamless blend makes your front yard feel cohesive and curated, like every element belongs together. And there you have it, 21 sophisticated cottage garden ideas to elevate your front yard from charming to breathtaking. Whether you try just one or go all in, remember, the heart of cottage style is beauty in imperfection. If you found inspiration in today's video, don't forget to like it, subscribe to the Rustic Planters, and leave a comment with your favorite idea or your own garden tip. We love hearing from you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time with more dreamy garden design ideas. Until then, keep planting beauty and joy wherever you grow.